1952, they were officially declared extinct. 2022, 17th September, cheetahs returned to India. 8 African cheetahs, 5 female, 8 male. This is intercontinental translocation. These cheetahs are going to be brought into India. Now, you can see how there are these posters and banners that have been put up right at the Kuno National Park welcoming the cheetahs. I want you to now look at it. We have the live visuals also coming in on your screen. These are the live visuals from Gwalior. The Boeing aircraft, a jumbo jet, a specially customized aircraft for the 8 cheetahs. And this, remember, as I give you the details, we are talking about ensuring that the best of the best for them, because the B747 Jumbo Jet, which has brought the 8 cheetahs to Gwalior, the Chinook choppers of the Indian Air Force will then be bringing them to the Kuno National Park. On your screens right now are the live visuals coming in. The cheetahs have arrived in India. African cheetahs, nevertheless, because Asiatic cheetahs, just to give you a background, extinct in India and only 50 Asiatic cheetahs are left. They are in Iran. Now, at that point, when India's proposal and initiative with the Iran government, it could not really get a progress ahead because of course, the small number of the Asiatic cheetahs left. There are about 50 Asiatic cheetahs in Iran, about 7,000 African cheetahs in the African nations, out of which 8 are being brought. We are also being told by our sources in the government that it's likely that the number could be increased from 8 in the next few years. But it's going to be, remember, not just about today. When these beautiful, fastest living mammal on earth arrive in India, it will be our responsibility to ensure that they get the best and a healthy living here in our country. We are talking about the arrangements that are being said. Take a look at these banners and posters to welcome at the Kuno National Park the cheetahs and their cubs. Let's go across to Gwalior because that is where the starting point is for India before they bring into the Kuno National Park and are released by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in just a short while. Ashutosh Mishra is in Gwalior. Ashutosh, do tell us about what you're seeing around you, what are the arrangements and preparations, and from the Boeing 747 now to the Chinook aircraft of the Indian Air Force.
Well, I'm just witnessing the history right after 7 decades when cheetahs will be back on the Indian soil. And of course, you rightly mentioned that it will be our duty to preserve them and let them grow further. Right behind me on the tarmac, there I can see the Boeing 747 where these cats are being, unloaded from that craft, and then they will be loaded in Chinook. All the cages with these cheetahs will be loaded to Chinook, and what we given to understand that 20 minutes from now the helicopter will take off from Gwalior International Airport. So that's the process being taken, and these are the images at Gwalior Airport where the plane is on the tarmac. So of course certain formalities were required to fulfill, including the custom and the immigration, and once that is done, the officials from the Namibia, officials of the CFF department, the Cheetah Conservative Department, and also the other government officials who have arrived from Namibia, they all will be taken to Kuno National Park in the 2 Chinook helicopters which are at the Gwalior Airport right behind me. So maybe another 20 minutes, that maximum it could take. It's been already 20 minutes the plane has arrived. So the attempt is that as soon as possible these helicopters should land at Kuno National Park. 9:30 Prime Minister will arrive at Gwalior, and from here the MI choppers will take him to Kuno National Park. In fact, the protocol division, the Chief Minister, the Home Minister will be coming at Gwalior to receive the Prime Minister, and then we'll see the big occasion, the history perhaps at 10:45 in Kuno National Park, Pooja, where you are at the moment.
So Ashutosh Mishra is where in Gwalior these 8 cheetahs have arrived. I am at the Kuno National Park, which may be the end point, so to say, for today, but it will be possibly the beginning of an era for the cheetah paws to be seen again in India. 70 years later, the cheetahs are being brought. Remember, there are also divergent views. There are some wildlife conservation scientists who have said this is not the best project to have undertaken. India is not ready for it with its climate, or perhaps we should have focused more on the domestic species. Now that can also be looked into. But with these African cheetahs coming in, a mammal that was there for centuries in this country, by 1952, its last cheetah was hunted to extinction.